Most people have a good understanding of how damaging smoking can be to the lungs and almost every other aspect of health. But when it comes to smoking on chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD), there's an unfortunate attitude some smokers may have: the damage is already done, so why quit now? Experts have concluded that this sentiment isn't true. Even if you've developed COPD symptoms, you can still improve your quality of life by kicking the habit. Nothing can slow the progression of COPD except for quitting smoking, says Dennis Doherty, MD, a professor of medicine in the Division of Pulmonary, Critical Care, and Sleep Medicine at the University of Kentucky in Lexington. It plays a key role in managing COPD symptoms because it reduces risk factors for exacerbations, or flare-ups, which are a sudden worsening of the disease's symptoms. Reducing these flare-ups is a key goal of COPD treatment because lung function can decline after each exacerbation and can make it harder to do physical activities, Dr. Doherty says. Some people with COPD, a flare-up can cause a permanent decrease in lung function. Smoking and COPD, what research says. According to the American Lung Association, more than 13 million Americans have COPD and another 11 million have evidence of COPD symptoms. Smoking is the most common cause of COPD. COPD is also responsible for over 134,000 deaths each year, and about 80% of those deaths are caused by smoking. In fact, women who smoke have 13 times the likelihood of dying of COPD than women who've never smoked. In men who smoke, the likelihood of death from COPD is 12 times greater than it is for a man who doesn't smoke. If there's any good news about smoking and COPD, it's that quitting smoking can improve COPD symptoms and slow the disease's progression. In a recent review article, researchers determined that quitting smoking should be a first-line treatment for COPD, but it's also acknowledged that quitting smoking can be a tremendous challenge. In a study of 106 smokers with moderate COPD reported in the journal Thorax, the researchers noted that quitting smoking was very effective in improving symptoms and quality of life, but just 25% of the participants were actually able to quit, showing the need for aggressive steps to curb smoking. Quitting smoking. Getting started. To motivate yourself to start a smoking cessation program, think of the positive effects that quitting smoking will have on your COPD. After a smoker quits, damage to the lungs slows down and the body's natural clearing mechanism, or cilia, comes back to life, says Ann Shearer, a smoking cessation counselor at Dublin Methodist Hospital in Ohio. This process will rid the body of toxins, which allows better air movement and decreases the work of breathing and shortness of breath. With increased oxygen exchange, daily tasks like walking up a flight of stairs become easier, she says. Life becomes more pleasant because the person has more of a chance to enjoy the things he or she likes to do. Plus, living a healthier lifestyle may decrease the amount of medication needed and can decrease healthcare expenses and hospital visits. Shearer gives the following tips to help quit smoking. Double your efforts with both counseling and nicotine replacement therapy. The combination of nicotine replacement therapy, counseling, or a support group, and education provides the best outcome for quitting smoking and not smoking again, she says. Look at your past. By examining past attempts to quit, you can get a sense of what worked and what didn't. Pick a date. Choose a quit date and stick to it, Shearer says. Allow yourself 2 to 3 weeks to prepare and get motivated. Change your everyday routine. Most smokers have a daily routine they follow, and that routine includes smoking at specific times of the day. Change it so you don't think of smoking that cigarette, Shearer says. Make other healthy lifestyle changes. Shearer says that if you pair your quitting smoking attempt with regular exercise, healthy eating, good sleep patterns, and less stress, you'll begin to feel better and affirm your decision to quit. Helpful resources. Realize that you're not alone in the fight to quit smoking. Your local hospital or lung association will often have a wealth of informational brochures and other valuable tools to help with the process of quitting smoking, says Brian Carlin, MD, immediate past chairman of the COPD Alliance. And many of these resources are free. The American College of Chest Physicians has a tobacco dependence treatment toolkit that's designed to give loved ones and caregivers the resources needed to help someone quit smoking. Dr. Carlin says, the American Lung Association is another excellent resource for smoking cessation information and assistance. You can also call the National Cancer Institute's Smoke and Quit line at 877-448-7848.